everyone, it's Lexi, and today I will be doing a review of The Circle by David Eggers. For those who don't know, this is going to be a movie coming out in 2017 starring Emma Watson and Tom Hanks, and those two are like my favorite actors, so I decided why not, let's go check it out. Let me kind of read the book to see what this movie is about. So it follows the story of a girl named May who ends up getting this job at this really big company that's kind of like a Google actually, where they're very technology based. I'd say it's mostly a blend of Amazon and Google in terms of like the powerhouse, and they kind of do a lot of the technology improving the world, like making the world a safer place. And so yeah, May ends up getting this dream job, and she is very grateful because her father also has MS, and this job has really good health care. So it kind of helps her father as well. Yeah, so she ends up, like, you can see in the beginning of this book that essentially she I will be trying to be very vague as possible, but she ends up getting a kind of, I guess, job within her job to document her life. So the company's like policy that they're trying to push for is global transparency with everyone, and the hope that crimes will go down. There'll be politics, kind of like there'll be no more like lobbyists or all that. So it's a kind of an interesting concept, I think. So they propose wearing like this little camera around your neck, and people can watch it at all times. Watch what you're doing at all times. And so May ends up being one of the few that becomes kind of like the spokesperson for wearing this, and it just kind of takes off from there. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but that's basically what the front cover says in terms of that. So yeah, so I don't know, like I had really high hopes going into this, especially because it's going to be a movie starring Tom Hanks and Emma Watson. So I was really kind of looking forward to kind of this and kind of the dystopian aspect of technology and just having like private space. But I found May to be a very naive and weak character. She cares more, as the story goes on, she cares more about how many likes she gets or how many viewers she has, and she if not everyone likes her, like she's worried so much about what other people think and the likes and being transparent and all that, that she loses sight of what everyone else around her is like trying to tell her, and she becomes so obsessed with this. Like, I don't know, I found her to be a really weak character, which is interesting because she's going to be played by Emma Watson. So I don't know if they're changing this in the film. I don't even know when it comes out. I know it comes out in 2017, but I don't know if they're changing that or not. But it just seems pretty weird that Emma Watson, who kind of goes for like strong female characters, this one's pretty naive and there's not really much to her. She's very superficial, and she just cares about likes and like obsessed of how she stands within the world, and she wants to be known, she wants to be remembered. And so I don't know, I felt that was I don't know, I didn't really like that aspect of it. And also, like, this book it's divided into 3 books. The third book is literally like 2.5 pages. The first book is like 300, and then the second one is like 200. And I felt the first like book in particular to just be quite a waste of time, actually. If the book started at book 2 with some background in it, I think it would have been better, but I felt like it just dragged on sometimes, and it was just like, this isn't relevant. And yeah, and it's not written in chapters, so it's literally like one giant essay. So that was a bit challenging as well. Also, I don't know, I felt this kind of transparency to be very unrealistic, because I understand and like how the general masses were kind of pushing for everyone to be transparent, especially the government. So I don't know, like I could see like some people going along with that, but I felt like a lot of people were I feel like a lot of people won't go along with that. Just have everything like watching you at all times, having cameras in your houses, wearing a camera around your neck. I felt that to be kind of unrealistic, and sorry, I'm getting a cold again. Yeah, but I found that to just be unrealistic, and there was a lot of plot holes in this novel, and the ending, I could kind of guess what was going on, and there's like this mystery character, and I kind of figured it out from the beginning, like kind of who this was. So, I don't know, I gave this a 2 out of 5 stars. I did not really like it at all. Like, I don't know, I feel like this was just, the author just does not like technology, and this was like his soapbox, like he was standing on the soapbox and explaining like all this stuff, and I don't know. And there's a couple of sex scenes in here that were just really, really kind of awkward and uncomfortable to read. I think, I don't know, like I was reading the reviews on Goodreads, and they say this is like this author's first book with a female protagonist, and yeah, they said like it would have been better if it was told from a guy's perspective, because some of the stuff, like, yeah, like it was just like, not sure how I feel about that. But yeah, overall, I did not really like this book. I like how it tried to like portray the message of technology, and like too much technology, and what like the implications are if there's so much out there of ourselves, and like the consequences. But I don't know, I did not really enjoy it. I gave like a 2, like a 1.5 out of 2 stars. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I'm really curious to see how they go about doing this movie, because I've watched the trailer and it seems like a little different than the book, so I don't know if they're kind of spice up Emma Watson's character a little bit, because she usually does play strong female leads. So yeah, we'll see about this one. But yeah, if you are interested, I'd say maybe skip out on the book. Like, it's almost 500 pages and 300 of it are just like unnecessary. So yeah, I would just skip out on the book if you're interested in going seeing the movie, because even though it's not out yet, I'm still interested in seeing the movie just because it's Tom Hanks and Emma Watson, so you know it has to be like held to some standards. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. I was kind of really excited about reading it, but I was kind of, I don't know, disappointed in the end. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this book, or if you're interested in seeing the movie and all that. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.